Hopefully you're all doing well. I mean, there's probably nobody here. In fact, I'm quite certain nobody's here yet, but let's get this chat up and see what's going on. Because I do have to bring up the chat on my phone myself here. And I guess I should probably try to add an actual thumbnail to it as well. And make sure the actual stream is going well too. Oh yeah, there's a lot of dropped frames. Alright. Of course. Is it going to be better after that? Maybe we'll be okay. Alright, there we go. Looks like the dropped frames is going down very significantly now. Because I was about to say, I'll have to end the stream again like the last time when I tried to stream. And I had to end it after like 2 seconds because the internet I was on was dropping a ton of frames. But now it looks like it's going pretty solid here. Looks like we're pretty stable. So, yeah, we're not dropping any more frames. We're slowly getting down. I think this might actually work out well here. But let me actually try to add somewhat of a thumbnail. I mean, I don't really have anything prepared, but maybe if I can just find something that would be fun. Let's see here. Yo, so how's everyone doing? Appreciate everyone who's joined so far. I was trying to look through and see if I could find anything I could use as just a normal thumbnail, but YouTube kind of seems to limit the stream. Like if you're trying to edit a stream real quick, it basically only lets you see like I guess the last 20 or so images that you have, at least on Android. But how's everyone doing? I do want to get the chance to actually talk to you guys and hopefully just have a casual interaction. I mean, that's mainly the point of these casual streams like this. I do also plan on uploading a video tomorrow as well, but I figured it would be cool to, yeah, try to get the chance to talk to you guys. You have to leave lasagna? Well, hey, I understand, man. For sure. I hope you have a great time doing whatever you gotta do, brother. Let me go through these real quick. I'm sure there's a few about, yeah, I was gonna say, I sent out a few attacks, I probably got a little bit of a... I guess I might as well defend these attacks. That's something to do. Yeah, that's my bad, man. You said I stream when you can't watch that much. Honestly, a big part of it too is that I kind of just like decide to randomly stream because I'm thinking, especially lately, it would be cool to provide you guys with some content, and I don't announce it or anything, so obviously, yeah, you don't have any chance to anticipate that. So yeah, that is my bad for sure, brother. I mean, I'm just like trying to do my best to start coming back, but I do want to post a video tomorrow as well. I've been kind of working on a video today. I mean, I don't know how exciting it's going to be for a lot of you guys because it's just like a beginner's guide to BTD5. So a lot of you guys probably won't care about that, but I do want to post a lot more content in general soon as well. Well, I appreciate that, Gamer Luke. I'm hoping you're doing well as man. I hope you're also doing well, man. I was trying to say I hope you're doing as well also, brother. And I kind of jumbled my words, but no, I really appreciate you, man. Yo, how's it going, basically a person? Again, I really do appreciate you guys coming around. It's really cool just to interact with my audience in general. And just the people that watch these videos. Especially like when I'm watching a BTD6 video and I'll see some of you guys commenting there too. It's kind of cool how the community really has managed to, I think, come full circle because a lot of those BTD6 YouTubers used to do BTD5 content themselves. And now, you know, you guys obviously have moved on. A lot of people in general have moved on to the 6th game, but it's really cool that there's still a community of people that appreciate content around the 5th game too. And to have that community, and yeah, it's just really awesome. But I hope everyone's doing well. And I mean, anyone that has any questions or anything, you know, I'm happy to answer those too. I just figured it would be fun to do a little casual stream because I was working on a video today and then I was kind of like realizing I wasn't going to be able to get it uploaded at a decent hour. So I'm like, all right, let me just try to do something else content wise that might also be fun because I didn't want to just have it be basically another day where I don't post anything. I mean, I know most of the content I've posted recently has been non-BTD related. Like in terms of shorts, I haven't really posted anything that was related to the game. And the only video I posted was a month ago. That was obviously a reposting from my older content. So you've been playing a lot of Bloons Monkey City. Yeah, it is pretty fun for sure. I mean, I'm trying to get to the max level soon. I definitely want to finally do that because I have been really playing this game for a long time now, but I'll play it for a while and then I won't play it at all. And I've kind of like let myself sit really close to level 40 without actually finally getting there. So that's definitely something I want to finally achieve myself. I guess I'll put the village right here because I'd rather cover the ninja monkey with that. This is one of the first streams you caught at the beginning. You just noticed you can get for 349 Canadian dollars. You can get a race car thing. Do you mean 349 or 349? I'm not sure. I'm guessing you're talking about the YouTube emojis. I mean, I can't imagine that they have any emojis that cost that much money. That would be kind of ridiculous. But obviously, if they do, then I would hope nobody would buy that because that would be a total waste of money. But I don't know if you mean like the things you can send in chat and stuff, or what exactly you're talking about there. You need to get back into BTD5. Played 6 recently. Favorite play any balloons recently in general. Yeah, I mean, well, BTD5 does definitely have a lot that you can grind for as well. I mean, it's not quite as much as BTD6, but if you're talking about like going for Monkey Labs and everything, well, let's just say Monkey Knowledge, but like going for a max Monkey Lab, that's gonna take you quite a lot of time, yeah. And then all of the specialist buildings and everything. It's definitely a grind in its own right. But it is fun. I mean, I think, at least in my experience, when you can really start to get further in the game. Yeah, Kowser, I definitely agree with you. I mean, BMC2 I think would definitely be a really huge opportunity for Balloons to kind of become more interesting again. Because I think a lot of players feel the same way that you do. It's kind of getting a little bit more boring at this point, and it feels a little bit repetitive. And yeah, I think a lot of people, if Ninja Kiwi at least went about it the right way, I think a lot of people would be really excited about the chance to play Bloons Monkey City 2, for sure. And I think it's definitely something that they should at least consider it, I think. You lost interest in Zombie Assault Resurgence. I mean, yeah, I haven't actually played like pretty much any of the zombie SAS games that Ninja Kiwi released, so I don't really have any experience with those. But I mean, I'm sure in their own way they can get repetitive too. You got jump scared by lagging, and all of a sudden you're 1 minute behind. Let's see if I can see if I can survive here. Yeah, it looks like it. It wasn't too bad. I'm sure I have a couple more battles to defend. Let's see. I'm sure a couple more people sent me some stuff as well. I was defeated. I don't remember being part of that battle. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember being part of a battle where I was defeated. Yeah, I mean, that's a big reason that BMC2 is not being made. Is for sure, it's not lucrative enough. I mean, obviously, Ninja Kiwi is looking for a game that's going to be relatively popular, and I think at the same time they're also trying to achieve something that will be monetizable. I think the big thing though to consider there is, I mean, even if you look at Bloons Monkey City 1, there is a lot of microtransactions in it and stuff. So, I mean, realistically speaking, they probably could do a similar thing with the second game. Maybe they just don't see it being worth producing, or I guess developing, I should say, or anything in the first place. But there is a lot of opportunity for them to profit from the game. I mean, if they really wanted to, they definitely could. Especially, again, considering, like, how monetized that the first Bloons Monkey City is on its own. I mean, they want you to buy stuff. You can get around it if you just grind the game, but they definitely do want you to buy stuff in the game too. Yeah, how's it going, Super Tatum? Yeah, I mean, I would hope that they would work on a BMC too, but I just don't think. Yeah, I guess it's probably never going to happen. It's just one of those things that feels more like a pipe dream at this point. But at the same time, when I play Bloons Monkey City 2, it's definitely a game that has a lot of untapped potential, I think. And if they really went about it right, I feel like it would be a lot more popular than Bloons Card Storm or any of like the recent games that they've tried to release, like Fightland and stuff like that. I definitely think it would be a lot more successful than some of those games because it would be a game that's more iconic getting a sequel. And on top of that, it's a game that has a lot of untapped potential. I mean, if they made Bloons Tower Defense 7, it wouldn't really make any sense because BTD 6 already has so much going for it. There'd be no real like upside to paying for another game. I mean, they would have to add so much to it, but to make a Bloons Monkey City 2 would be really easy because Bloons Monkey City 1 is already lacking a lot of stuff that they could add to the second game. It's a single standalone game, and arguably in some ways, now let's see if I can get enough money for these camo LEDs. Come on, come on. There we go. But arguably in some ways, I mean, this is worse than the Flash version of Bloons Monkey City. So when you consider that, especially, like, they have so many features that they could add to a Bloons Monkey City 2, it would be so easy for them to really do well with a game like that. What's my biggest tip for Bloons Monkey City? I mean, I think the Ninja Monkey Wizard combo is pretty good for taking over a lot of tiles. That's what I used to use, especially when I was starting to actually really progress in the game. I found that it really helped because they're both very effective together. Like, the Ninja Monkey early on can cover camo balloons, obviously, and also if you have like a balloon jitsu, with extra pierce and stuff, it really does do a lot against the balloons themselves. And then the Wizard Monkey, with its lightning and ability to detect camo LEDs and everything, can be really effective as well. I mean, Monkey Knowledge makes them both stronger, so I'm not sure, like, when you're first starting the game, if you're like a newer player that doesn't really have any Monkey Knowledge or anything, I would say probably the Dartling Gunner is your best bet, to be honest with you, because when I first started playing this game, I definitely remember using a lot of Dartling Gunners, and I feel like they have really helped me through certain tiles. So, I mean, I would say just use really cost-effective towers. I mean, it's not quite the same as Bloons Tower Defense 5, because if you're playing BTD 5, you definitely want to use cost-effective towers early on as well, but you want to save up more for banana farms. But in this game, you pretty much almost never have to worry about farming extra money. You have to worry about having towers down that are really effective against the weird alternate rounds that you're going to get. And you have to be prepared for basically anything, because you might get camos on round 2, you might get LEDs on round 2, you might get camo LEDs on round 5, you might get, camo ceramics on round 4. You can get all sorts of different stuff in this game. So you want to have really cost-effective, powerful towers that are going to help you just survive the early rounds, I feel like, in this game. And this game does scale up in difficulty as you level up, though. So that's another thing to consider, too. No, hey, Kevin, how's it going? Stream chat finally loaded. Alright, well, Mike Moo, I appreciate you being here, man. I'll see you as well, man. Hopefully, everything goes well, brother, with whatever you gotta do. But I appreciate you being here, man. I mean, Darling Gunner is really good in this game for sure, I think. I don't know if it's necessarily the absolute best tower, but again, I do think it depends on the level that you're at as well. Like, if you're a newer player, then I think the Darling Gunner is absolutely broken. I mean, I remember watching a Max Level 88 video about this game, and he talked about how the Darling Gunner was just insane. And I think this was a couple years ago when I barely really started playing the game. And when I saw him saying that, I figured I would start using it myself, and I realized that the Darling Gunner is pretty broken early on. When you're a low level player, the Darling Gunner definitely is broken. When you're a higher level player, though, and you start to get more monkey knowledge, it's not as good. I mean, the Darling Gunner is still really good in this game. Like, I could definitely take a Darling Gunner if I needed to. Not on this map because they're banned, but if I was on a map where I could use it, I could definitely take that and use it, and it would be pretty effective, I'm sure. But it's not as good when you start to get to a higher level in the game, I don't think, and you start to get more monkey knowledge and everything, because you start to not have to rely on it as much. See if I can get the Sun God here. No, whoops, I accidentally got the range jumper. I should be able to get it here. There we go. I better make sure to get a balloon shipper too. The amount of time yeah, well, I don't blame you for being driven away from how long it takes to do all that stuff. I mean, the game is pretty frustrating in that regard. It's much slower than BTD5 or BTD6, where you can just keep on grinding, and obviously you'll get the ability to upgrade your towers as soon as you reach that level. Yeah, I just completely broke the wrong one, but let's see if we can still kind of survive here. I should be alright, yeah. Even with my mistake. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's a pretty easy map to survive on, so yeah. Obviously, I didn't really play optimally anyways. Oh wow, Zombie Assault Resurgence is $20. That is pretty insane. I mean, at least in my mind, that's pretty crazy. It seems like a bit much. I mean, I get it's probably a relatively complete game, but yeah, it's pretty insane. What's my least favorite terrain type in Bloons Monkey City? Probably like the grass ones, to be honest with you, because they're so kind of basic and boring. I guess it depends on the circumstance, though, because these kind of tiles are nice when you're just trying to grind and capture as many tiles as you can. But when you're in a situation where you want a bit of challenge, you want the game to be a bit more interesting, then it can really be kind of repetitive And I would say, in those cases, it's a lot more fun to go through like the snow tiles and stuff like that because you really have to actually focus. Yeah, I've seen Max Idiot level. I used to call him Max Idiot Pro, but I've seen some of his videos for sure. They're definitely interesting. I feel like he's kind of like, I guess, the way I've stopped posting, he kind of stopped posting for a little while, and then he was doing some more interesting content for sure. Yeah, his latest videos are from a year ago, I mean. And he made that video about, like, yeah, it is pretty crazy. Yeah, I better pay attention here. Yeah, I would guess $20 is probably the most expensive Ninja Kiwi game for sure. And yeah, I mean, grass tiles are pretty iconic. I can see what you're saying. I mean, they are the most classic tiles in the game, but they do get a little bit boring as well, I think. You want me to make a video about the fastest way to get monkey money in BTD5? I mean, I've definitely thought about it before. I think it's tough to say the fastest way to make monkey money, but especially because if you're looking for the fastest repeatable way, then I don't know if it's maybe beating like a map on Impoppable, like an expert map on Impoppable over and over again, because that's very slow. So I think the fastest way is probably one of the special missions in the game, but there's no like super fast way to earn monkey money in the game. I think you have to do one of the special missions over and over again, though. I'm not sure how fun that video would be by itself, though, either, because, like, in theory, if I were to try to reclaim the the record for the highest round in deflation mode, I would have to farm a bunch of monkey money anyways, and I would probably include that in that video in terms of my method for farming it really quickly. Yeah, how's it going, Angel Dust and Secret Goldfish? Appreciate y'all joining the stream. Yeah, I mean, volcanoes are definitely interesting. Volcanoes are also nice because you get so much in the way of bloonstones from them. Like when I was testing the fastest method to earn bloonstones in this game, I remember that was definitely one of the fastest. And I think if you're fully efficient and you don't make any mistakes on them, then you can probably get even faster, but it is non renewable. So obviously, if you have a mission that's going to allow you to earn bloonstones every time you beat it, I mean, particularly if you can use the bloon chipper one, then you're going to earn like 600 an hour. I guess I might as well do the boss. No, you want me to buy bloonstones? You heard me talking about them, huh? Alright, Aiden, I appreciate you being part of the stream, brother. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Yeah, this is the Bloons Monkey City, exactly, yeah. Yeah, No Escape probably is the fastest one. I mean, yeah, this boss should be pretty easy to beat because it's only level 1. Yeah. I mean, obviously in this game against the bosses, the Spike Factory is pretty overpowered. So you don't really have to worry about that too much. You love balloons, you just fell in love with the series this year. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I definitely feel like Bloons Tower Defense is one of those games where if you didn't necessarily follow it for a long time, you know, you could have played it when you were really young, but if you come back to it, it's very surprising to see all the new features and everything that they have going on. And it's really exciting to come back into the game. I'm probably going to do some, I might as well do some snow tiles down here. They're going to be more tricky, but let's see if I can still do them. When will I post videos? I'm planning on posting a new video tomorrow. I was working on something today actually, and I decided to stream because I realized I wouldn't be able to get the whole video up in time, so yeah, I'll definitely be back to posting soon. Yeah, these tiles are definitely a lot more difficult, I remember. But I do want to capture this whole snow area and start to finally expand my Bloons Monkey City again. You excited for the He-Man update? I mean, I saw ISAB's video about that. Has it not fully come out yet or something? I thought it was already like a thing, or I assumed it would already be a thing if he was posting a video about it, but yeah, I don't really know. You finally got the Bloons Monkey City randomizer? That's a pretty cool mod. I mean, from what I've heard at least, it sounds really cool. Can you really play Bloons Monkey City on your Steam Deck? If that's possible, then that's pretty cool, I have to say. You keep reading BMC is DMC. Well, as long as it's not a DMCA, then that's all I can really ask for. You love using MIB Village and spamming Bloonjitsus in the radius. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about in BTD5 or Bloons Monkey City in particular, but in this game, it is really nice to have even just a 0-1 village, because the extra Pierce in this game is really valuable for the Bloonjitsus. and they can be really strong on their own. I mean, look at the way that Bloon Jitsu just tore through the ceramics right there. That's why it's so powerful in this game. I should have gone for a village earlier, but I mean, even on like a hard map, like, or very hard rather, like this, where I'm getting tougher waves of balloons earlier on, you can see how they just kind of tear through it and they don't even care. If I give it the monkey fort, then forget it. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. I will give him extra attack speed too. Oh, he got it earlier. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it would make sense, if you're a popular content creator, then you're going to get those updates earlier for sure. I just wasn't sure. I mean, I saw his video earlier, but I didn't really know if it was like something that everyone had access to and he was just talking about the new update, or if it was something that was like a pre-release kind of thing. Yeah, DDTs are not as powerful in Bloons Monkey City. Well, especially on the Steam version. I mean, it's different on the mobile version, I think. Or not, I mean on the Flash version. I think DDTs are a lot tougher on the Flash version of the game. You've never seen the snow tile before? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many possible maps there are. This is definitely one of the more common ones, I thought, though, at least. It's not too bad, as you can see. It's pretty easy to take down. Yeah, I've heard for sure that BTD6 was a free game on Epic Games before. I mean, it's definitely a good deal. I mean, hey, you gotta go for it, right? If you have the opportunity to get that for free. Because I know BTD5 goes pretty cheap on sale. I'm sure BTD6 gets kind of cheap on Steam, but you'll definitely never see it for free anywhere else besides through that deal, I think, with Epic Games that they have. I mean, maybe there's another way to get it for free. I would think if you pay for Netflix, you should get the Netflix version at least for free, even though that version's kind of crappy. But yeah, I mean that's definitely the the best deal you can get. Free 99. You got BTD5 for 15 cents. Is that because your currency converts a certain like away into US currency or something? Because even when it goes on sale, the game is still like I think $1.99 or something. So that seems pretty crazy, but if that's true, then I mean, hey man, more power to you. But yeah, I've definitely heard about the Epic Games deal before, where you can get BTD6 for free. Or I guess it's not really free necessarily if you're paying for other stuff. I don't know how it works, but they should definitely add hotkeys to this game so you can just hit 1 or 2 or 3 to activate your activated abilities instead of having to click on them. It was a Google Play discount? Wow. That's pretty fire. Because normally the games on Google Play, I think is what, like $3 or something, or $4, so it's a pretty big discount there. Can't hate that, right? Here we go, we got the Impossible tile now. It's totally app if you have their free. Like, you can just have the Epic Games app installed and you can get a free game every week. So it was just one free week, you mean? That they had on Epic Games, and that week you could get BTD6 for free? Because that's pretty cool if it's really just totally free. I mean, that's pretty generous of them in their own way. I'm kind of surprised by that. Because I'd imagine that they're paying some money out of pocket in order to facilitate that deal, because for them it's incentive to get new customers and everything, and for their customers, it's an incentive to join the platform. And so yeah, I mean, like, the game developers are getting nothing out of it, so that's pretty cool if they actually do that. They give their users a free game every week. I gotta respect them for that. It's a pretty smart business model. But yeah, mosquitoes are really annoying for sure. Especially like when you're outside and then just trying to like enjoy your night, and then you got like a million mosquito bites when you go in the next day. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt for sure. But I'll be right back, and then I'll be doing this tile. I'm gonna go get my water bottle. incredibly sorry it took so long. I just wanted to get my water bottle, but then I realized my cat needed food, and I had to scoop his one box and everything because that wasn't taken care of. So I was just got into a lot more stuff than I needed to, or well, I needed to do it, but a lot more stuff than I meant to, I should say. But I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging, so sorry about that. I meant to be back in like a minute, but yeah, man, everything is good. Like I said, I'm sorry about that. I just had to make sure that he had food and everything, because that is a big priority. When I see the little guy doesn't have any food in his bowl, I want to make sure he is fed. And yeah, but I really appreciate you guys being part of the stream and everyone who's still here. I mean, obviously it's a very random surprise stream, so I didn't really expect too much from it, you know, in the sense of I don't expect a ton of people to be here, but I really appreciate everyone who is here, so hopefully everyone's doing well. And if you guys have any questions to ask me or anything, then I would love to hear them, because obviously, you know, that is something that I totally understand. You know, I haven't posted for a very long time, and you guys might have to, or not, like, you guys might just want to ask me something, you know. Yeah, you joined, it was silent. Yeah, I know, I was gone for, like I said, I was gone for a lot longer than I meant to be. But let me start actually playing this map here. So I think if I put the Ninja Monkey right here, I think it's a good spot. I mean, maybe the Ice Monkey would be better there if I was going to build that up, but I still do think that the Ninja Wizard starts pretty good here. Because usually when you play on Impoppable difficulty, you're going to have leads on like round 1 or 2. So you want to be prepared for that? Yeah, round 1. That's kind of what I expected there. So Lightning is probably my best bet to get early on, because unlike BTD5, in Bloons Monkey City, the Lightning is actually quite effective, because once you start to get Monkey Knowledge, the Lightning does remove the camo and regrow properties, I think, from like 40% or 30% of the balloons it hits. So if you get like hit by a huge rush, it actually really helps you tear through that. Now the next thing I definitely want to go for is probably Bloon Jitsu, although I could always get hit by camo leads as well. So the Monkey Sense would be really important for that. And you can see here I'm like struggling even just to take out these balloons. So I might even have to get another Ninja Monkey at the top just to survive this. Let's see what we can do here. But these Impoppable maps are definitely a little bit more tricky. I haven't played this in a long time, so I don't remember exactly how to beat these really hard maps like this. But let's see. Maybe I can get... If I can get the Bloon Jitsu upgrade, my Bloon Jitsu will fire 6 shurikens instead of 5, because I do have the Monkey Knowledge on my Ninja Monkey as well. Let's see here what we can do. The Dominix is back. The Doominix. I don't think I'm a Doomer quite. Hopefully not, at least. Hopefully I have a couple years before that happens. I'm going to definitely leak some lives there, yeah. Alright, at least I got the Bloon Jitsu up now. A lot of times it's worth saving for that Bloon Jitsu. And I bet if I had the Bloon Jitsu over here on this little like right corner instead of having it in the bottom little corner here, or a little bottom like spot, I guess. It's not really a corner, but this is a little like bottom cross section right here between the two tracks. It probably would have done better, because the range probably would have hit the track a little bit better overall, and it would have reached onto the... Oh, crap. I messed that up. Wow, am I really just gonna... Okay. That was a bit expensive and a bit wasteful, but it's alright. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tough right now. I'm getting kind of a bad spot. Alright. Let's see if we can get a village going here. Oh, shoot. That's probably... Oh, wow, that's not it. Alright, let's do a Monkey Fort Village. I think the extra range too. I think low key, like again in this game, with the extra pierce that you get, I feel like it's so much better. Like, it doesn't even matter if you don't have that much defense built underneath it. A 1-1 village in this game is pretty powerful, I think. The extra range and extra pierce is really, really strong on the ninjas, I think. Yeah, we should be okay for now, at least. Let's get some more ninja monkeys around the map, though. I might have to build up some real defense. I might have to actually build up, like, some Dartling Gunners, which I haven't done in a while. I think this would actually be good right here, because it can kind of hit a large majority of the blimps throughout the whole area of the first part of the map, and even into the kind of the center, too. Because the blimps have a larger hitbox than the balloons, so it can probably still hit a blimp. Yeah, I can hit it right there. And you can still hit them kind of early, so that's pretty good right there, I think. Oh yeah, the door creaked when I came back. Yeah, that's the basement door now. It was kind of creaky. I see now what you meant. There we go. We're starting to get some more money building up here. Probably should get a... Oh yeah, again, I can't get a Dartling Gunner on here, so I'll have to do something else that's effective. It's always good to have a little spike factory up here just for some extra Moab damage to store on the track. Never hurts. It's a lot cheaper. In some ways you can deal Moab damage. Yeah, I can just get the wrong balloon chipper too. That's always a good idea. It should go down pretty easily though, I think, unless I really mess up. Which can always happen. But there's always one way to avoid that. Actually, let me put the ninja monkey right here. Let's slow down. Let's put the ice monkey like right here. Put a second one here, right? Yeah, for good measure. I don't want to crash the game, of course, because that would be a pain in the butt. However, we can slow down the balloons with this. Yeah, I got a lot of updates. There we go. Pretty easy stuff. And that should be a win. Well, like I said, if you guys have any questions you want to ask or anything, I'm more than happy to answer them. If not, then I'm probably not going to stream super long or anything. It was more just meant to be a surprise stream for you guys to enjoy a little bit. Obviously, I was gone for a little while, which is not something that I planned for. So, I mean, again, I'm happy to be here for as long as people have anything to ask or just want to talk about. But if not, then I totally understand as well. And I will be working on a video because I want to make the beginner's guide to BTD5, which, like I said, I don't think a lot of you guys are necessarily going to want or need. But it will be something that I think will help part of my audience because I have been asked about it before. And it's something that I'm pretty excited about. I think it'll be an interesting kind of video. And there's other stuff I want to release as well. I mean, I want to make a video showing how I beat the world record on Mastery Unpoppable. That was a pretty big deal for me. It was a pretty awesome achievement, I think. And there's other stuff as well that I think would be pretty cool to show you guys. What's my Subway order? I mean, I haven't eaten at Subway in a while, to be honest with you. So I'm not exactly sure what my order would be, but I used to get just like pretty basic, like the BLT, I think. I mean, I've seen some sandwiches from Subway that looks pretty interesting to me that they have on their commercials, but it's just I feel like Subway kind of fell off, you know. So I haven't eaten there in like many years, to be honest with you. But like when I was a kid, I mean, I would get like just like a BLT or something. I mean, obviously you would have to go up and pick your own options, like for the bread and stuff like that, which I would always be awkward about because I wasn't really used to that. But I didn't really, yeah, I don't know, I didn't really eat at Subway a ton even when I was younger, and I haven't eaten it in a long time. So yeah, how's it going? Pulling stock market. I mean, I can see how you might think it's kind of like Clash of Clans. You know, it's very much based on building up towers and, well, not even towers. It's based on. Oh, here we go. I hit level 39 now. I'm so close to level 40. But yeah, you have to slowly grind towards the higher levels, and you have to work towards being able to use some of the nicer towers early on because it takes a while for their buildings to fully complete and everything. So yeah, I mean, I can see that. How much XP do I need? 36,000 XP for level 40. I'm almost finally fully evolved, but there's still some time to go. I mean, there's already, I was gonna say, there's still treasure chests less. So, I mean, if this treasure chest is all the way over there, I could try to dig all the way over there, although that would take forever. I don't know if the stream will last that long. Let's see. Yeah, how's it going, Mr. Duck? Yeah, that's awesome, man. You were just recently watching the series with How Far Can Each Tower Get? I mean, I really appreciate you stopping by. And I hope you enjoyed that video. Well, the series, I should say. Let me also get down a wizard monkey up here. But yeah, I mean, that was definitely a really fun video to make. Like, in terms of the one that wasn't even a full map, but just the one where it was like, how far could each tower get? That video, you know, obviously has been my most successful by far as well, but it was just a really cool experience making it because I remember at the time kind of really doubting myself. I didn't really think I'd be able to make that video, and I put it off for a little while, and I was like, alright, I'm going to do it. And I thought, okay, this will probably take like 30 hours, and it ended up taking like 80 hours to make, but it was so worth it, just obviously based on the results and the response it got. And it is really awesome just how many people like yourself have really found the channel through those videos at this point. But yeah, I really appreciate you being here for your stream, man. It's really awesome to have you stop by. Do I like chickpeas? I haven't really had them, I don't think, before, to be honest with you. I've had like, I'm trying to think, I've had like flax seeds and other stuff like that before in the past, but I don't think I've ever had chickpeas specifically. So I can't really tell you whether or not I actually like them, just because I just don't know. Yeah, let's plug my laptop in before it starts to die there. Well, what games do you guys like? That's something that I really am curious about. I was actually playing this old Flash game I used to play as a kid, Backyard Buzzing, yesterday, and I made it kind of far, and then the game ended up like not crashing. It ended up just having a glitch, and I couldn't like get the enemies to spawn their last unit, so then it just stopped working. But that was definitely one of my favorite games as a kid, and it's not even it's tower defense, but it's more like a map-based tower defense where you build up different like hubs and turrets and stuff. And it just reminds me of how I kind of got into Bloons Tower Defense myself playing that game. So I'm really curious, like, what are your guys' favorite games? Because I really do want to know about your guys' experience with gaming and stuff and how you ended up here. What is my favorite tower? I mean, my favorite tower in this game is probably the Dartling Gunner because I used it so much early on. I mean, I'm not using it right now, so maybe that's not fair to say. I mean, I really honestly like the Ninja Monkey a lot in this game. I feel like the Ninja Monkey is insanely versatile and will get you really far on its own. So that might be my favorite tower in Bloons Monkey City. But overall, my favorite tower, that's much harder to say. I'm not exactly sure. I would have to think about that a little bit more. Yo, how's it going, Free Range Tactics? I mean, I'm glad it's a pleasant surprise to see a stream because I know I haven't really been posting or been around, and I know you were a big part of my streams in the past, so it's really awesome to see you again, man. And I really appreciate you stopping by. But life's been alright, and I really kind of feel bad at times when I'm not posting because I definitely want to, but then at the same time I kind of feel uninspired a little bit when I feel like my content gets a little bit repetitive because I feel like I've done a lot of what I can do in BTD5, and sometimes it's really hard for me to find new ideas that I feel like would be interesting for my audience, you know? So it's kind of a mix of like wanting to come back, but then at the same time I'm like not exactly sure how to. So I'm trying to look at ways to make content that I feel like would be useful to people, even if it's not going to get an insane amount of views, you know? And I'm kind of, trying to juggle that. I mean, life overall, though, hasn't been too bad. I'm just working on some stuff for sure. But, you know, just the usual in that regard. But yeah, I really appreciate you being around, man. It's always cool to see you. And I hope you're doing well also. You've been playing a decent amount of 7 Days to Die recently. I've definitely heard of that game. I've never played it before myself. You're playing Antimatter Dimensions. I can't say I've ever heard of that game before, which, I guess I was a little bit more obscure. Maybe it's an indie game or something. I've definitely never heard of that before, but it sounds pretty cool. You watch all my videos every few weeks. Well, that is genuinely a huge compliment, and I do appreciate you a ton. I mean, obviously, it's a matter of trying to not make kind of the same content. Like, the other day I was thinking, I could make a video about the glitch that changed BT5 forever. So then I started kind of looking at my content, and then I went and started listening to my one video that I made that was about, like, the ultimate limits of the game, how you could get potentially to around 80,000. And when I listened to that video, I realized, well, wait a minute. I've genuinely already talked about basically how tower stacking completely changed the theoretical limits of this game several times. So if I made a video about the most broken glitch in the game, or the glitch that changed BTD5 forever, and it's about tower stacking, then it would just be me repeating that video. So sometimes I have to go back to my own content and be like, well, wait a minute. I've already done this before, or a variation of this that was part of a larger project. So I can't remake this video. I could, but it wouldn't be the same. I mean, in theory, a video like that could do well, because I look at like a video like the one I made about the most broken tower in BTD5. That's about the helicopter, where it's, you know, like it's not this, and it has like the balloon shipper in the thumbnail. And I mean, that video obviously has done pretty well, but you know, if I want to make more content like that, then I'm gonna have to find ways to either not repeat my content, or maybe just, I don't know, have it appeal to a different group of people, because I don't want to just be super repetitive and repeat the same story I've already told or something. Yo, the Neo Guide's here, man. How's it going, brother? I really appreciate you stopping by. It's been a long time since we talked or anything. You sent flow state for 200 joules? Yo, man, I really appreciate that. I haven't seen these types of gifts before. Maybe I'm just kind of ignorant to this stuff, but I really appreciate it, man. But it's, you don't know what that is, but it sent something. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is either. I've never seen that before in the past. I haven't streamed for a while or really done much content in general, but yeah, definitely I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you stopping by as well. It's always really cool to see you in the chat. It seems like it caused a boost too. More people are joining now. We're up to 28 viewers, so hopefully everyone's doing well, and I appreciate you. And like I was saying before, if anyone has any questions or just anything you want to talk about, I mean, I'm always down to answer that. So just let me know what's going on. It's been a while, obviously, since I've really done much in the way of streaming or just content or anything. It's YouTube's way of doing bits. Okay, like Twitch, yeah. Oh shoot, I should have been paying attention. Well, I guess just let those LEDs leak, it'll be alright. Let me get that the wizard monkey up here, though. Yeah, that's cool, though. Well, I really appreciate that, man. Yeah. I saw you just posted a video yourself, and I really hope that everything's been going well with the channel and stuff. Obviously, I know it's pretty hard to be able to post the kind of videos that you do, because they're pretty huge videos and everything, like in terms of the scale of your projects. It has to be pretty time consuming. But yeah, I mean, I hope everything's been going well there. And I know you've been trying new content as well. I saw you had a different channel that you did several months ago, and you were posting some other content on there. So yeah, man, I really appreciate you stopping by. Hope everything goes well, brother. You didn't know joules were a thing until someone pointed them out to you? I feel like I did hear something about that one time before. I'm not really, again, super familiar with it, but I did think like it was something that was probably trying to, I guess, be a counter to Twitch finally. It's just as weird to me because it took YouTube an insanely long time to really get to that level of even like trying to compete with Twitch. And I mean, I don't know, like, does that mean if you have a YouTube premium membership that you get joules that you can use? Because, I mean, I pay for premium. I'm one of those suckers that does pay for premium. So it's like, do I get to use joules in another YouTube channel then? I don't really know exactly how it works, but... Because I'm not... I mean, I don't even know how... I've never really used a Twitch, like, Prime membership or anything like that, or however that works. Like, I've never done anything on Twitch. I've only ever just donated to streamers on YouTube if I really liked them and I was watching a live stream. Like, there's a few people I've donated to, like Zigzag Power. I think the one time I donated like $50 to him, and there was a few other people I've donated to, but other than that, I've never really watched much in the way of live streams, let alone understood exactly how the monetary system works. I should try to beat one of these towers with only Darling Gunner. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do the next one with only Darling Gunner. If I... Ooh. That should be fine, yeah. Yeah, I definitely think I could do that. I mean, the Darling Gunner is really insanely powerful in this game. Even when you're leveled up, I would say. It's still super good. The Ninja Monkey and Wizard get better, and they make it easier because you can just kind of put them down, and I can kind of mindlessly talk to you guys while they just do the work for me. But the Darling Gunners are still super good, for sure. You gotta ask if I really do like BTD 5 or 6, or if I just found a niche on YouTube. Well, honestly, excuse me, let me have some water because my voice just sounded horrendous there. But honestly, I would have to say that I think BTD 6 is a better game than BTD 5 because I'm not like crazy. I mean, objectively, I think it's a more complete game. But I do prefer playing BTD 5 over BTD 6 because of the fact that it's the game I kind of grew up with, and coming back to BTD 5 was a really exciting thing for me when I realized that it was so much different than the game I grew up with, you know, because I grew up with the Flash version, and when I played it on Steam, it was like, wow, this game is like so much different than I remember. There was so much to do, and it made me kind of really enjoy the game all over again. And I didn't really have that same nostalgic sort of experience with BTD6. Like, I didn't play BTD6 when it first came out. I didn't really know when it first came out. I didn't play it until a few years later, and I just never really had that much fun with BTD6. It felt more like, almost like, there's so much to conquer in that game. It's like I feel like I was like felt very behind, whereas in BTD 5 I felt more at home, you know. So it's more of a mix of the two, because I did also realize that people were not necessarily making BTD 5 content, and I thought, well, I'm pretty good at this game, and I think I have a decent like idea of how to make interesting videos. So I definitely did have that perspective as well, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I really do prefer BTD 5 just solely from the perspective of I'm more familiar with the game and I personally enjoy playing it more. Not that I think it's better than BTD 6. You know what I mean? It's just the game that I enjoy playing more. But yeah, for your inch tactics, I'll try to do the next tile with only Darling Gunners. Do I use iPhone or Android? I mean, I use Android personally, and if you're talking about bypassing like payment, I mean, I definitely know about APK files and everything, because when I was a kid, I definitely at times like would use APK files to download certain things, like an older version of Minecraft, so I could play that before I could actually buy it when I like didn't have money for it or anything. And I was a young kid, so I definitely remember like the ways to bypass things on Android. I mean, a lot of like the files can be let me get this slow down here. A lot of the files can be tough to use though, because like at least like with BT4, I know that doesn't work really. They only have one ZOMG on this last round. The other one had two ZOMGs. A little bit tougher, I feel like. It looks like they gave the wizards old upgrades to the druid. Yeah, it is kind of weird to me. Yeah, I'll try to use only Dartling Gunners here for your free range tactics. Yeah, I know. I do feel like it's kind of weird that the druid kind of took over a lot of the wizards upgrades. Yeah, BTD 5 on Flash was a big deal for me as a kid as well. It was like one of those things where I definitely was kind of amazed by it because I hadn't really played that in particular before. And then when I got the experience of actually getting to have a whole hub world, I mean, I call it a hub world because like you have like an overworld where you can scroll between all the different options. You could actually save like a lot of your progress. You could kind of, really build sort of a profile for yourself and compete on the leaderboards. It felt pretty amazing for sure. It was a really awesome experience, even compared to BTD4. I definitely think. Yeah, some APKs are sketchy for sure, yeah. You're definitely surprised seeing this randomly on the homepage. Yeah, I decided just to stream, just for the fun of it, just to do a little surprise stream for people. I mean, it won't be super long or anything, but I figure, it's something we can enjoy together. Yeah, some frames are definitely dropped, but it's not too bad at least. Alright, well, let's see if I can get by with only Dartling Gunners on here. It's a pretty good map for it, though, for your range tactics. As far as your challenge goes, wanting me to only use Dartlings, it's a pretty good map here because I got the whole little straight line all the way up the center path. So I can just start with a 1-1 and a 1-2 Dartling Gunner. That way I have protection against camo and camo leads and everything for a little while. Let's see how it goes though. Dartling only, baby. But yeah, what games are you guys playing right now? Actually, if any of you guys played Flash games, other than Bloons Tower Defense, what was your favorite Flash game back in the day? Because I do want to know about that as well. I would love to hear you guys' favorite Flash games back in the day. And I'm thinking, it'd be really cool to get into some Flash games again. I was saying this earlier, but I was playing this one Flash game, Backyard Buzzin', and it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I used to play it as a kid, but if you ever go and check it out, it's sort of like Tower Defense, but it's more like... I have to describe it like... I don't know how to describe it. It's more of like those games like... If you ever played like Age of Empires or Age of Mythology, I mean, it's much more simplified than that, but it's the sort of game where you build up different colonies on the map, and then you send out your units. I mean, preferably, though, you'll build up turrets because they're way more effective against the enemy units and stuff, but that was a really fun game that I used to play. And I'm just curious to know, what games did you guys play on Flash? Or just in general? Duck Life was insane. I do know what you're talking about with Duck Life, yeah. I didn't really play it much, but it was a really cool game for sure. Crush the Castle, oh my god, Crush the Castle was a classic game. Yeah, I actually know exactly what you're talking about, because I actually used to play that game a lot myself. Papa's Freezeria. Riddle School was an insanely classic series of games. Yeah, Riddle School was actually so good. And it was like kind of iconic. I remember just how many people really wanted them to make another sequel when they didn't at first and stuff. And that was a super iconic Flash game series for sure. Riddle School is up there. I didn't play it that much, but it's definitely up there as one of the most iconic Flash games ever. Desktop Tower... Oh no! I'm gonna die. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I just read Free Range Tactics comment of like saying I'm glad it's working so far. I was like, oh no, it's not gonna work for sure. Or not. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to survive because I wasn't paying attention. Let me look at the replay. Yeah, that's no bueno. It is tough to get them to. Yeah, that's not ideal. It's my fault for not paying attention though, but I don't know if the Dartling Gunners can survive this. Let me try to pack them in more. I got some time right now. But I'm trying to use only Dartling Gunners, so I can't use a village or a banana farm or anything else to help. I can't even use like passive towers. I gotta try to use only Dartling Gunners and see if it's possible. It is tough with them as the only tower period. Now imagine trying bomb tower with no village. Yeah, I don't know if that's even. I don't think that's possible, right? I mean, maybe. If you, I don't know. You would have to have the bomb tower like right in the center of the map in the perfect spot, I guess. And then, well, you'd have to be able to afford a balloon impact. I mean, and that would be super expensive, given. And you would have like, yeah, that would be, yeah, that would be horrific. I don't know if the Dartling Gunner only is going to be possible or not. Because that's already going to be really tough. Yeah, the Assassin does have camo in BTD5. I don't know if it has the camo in Bloons Monkey City as well, but I know it does in BTD5 for sure. Let me try to see. Where else I could maybe get Dartling Gunner in a good spot. Maybe like right here. I mean, without villages or anything else, it's going to be really hard to do this. I mean, even though this map is like perfect for it. It's still going to be pretty tough, I feel like. But I better make sure I'm prepared. You been playing the Persona series in Borderlands? I'm sure those are pretty intense games. Must be pretty fun. Probably a little bit more intense than than your run-of-the-mill tower defense game. Well, that was not very good. Maybe somehow, some way I'll still survive. Man, I'm thinking if I'm going to actually try to do this, I've got to spam the Dartling Gunners early on, like the weaker ones. And then kind of build up from there. If I can survive here, would be a miracle. Yeah, no. Oh! Oh my gosh. Well, this is a tough challenge, man. I don't know if I can really actually beat this with only Dartling Gunners. I mean, I've messed up and stuff, but I'm not really sure that especially in the long run that it's possible. Especially because, yeah, they just don't have that much Pierce. And look at this, like, you see what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to, like, keep up with that? I don't know, man. I think it might be a little too tough. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but... yeah, I guess I'll try one more time. I mean, it can't hurt just to try one more time just for fun. I mean, it's the only thing that really makes capturing the tiles interesting. Would rockets help with Pierce? Well, rockets would help somewhat, but the thing is, the village adds a lot to the Pierce too and stuff, so when you can't use other things to boost them, it definitely makes it tougher. But, yeah, I mean, that would probably help some. I think, honestly, though, I definitely think that the idea of using the laser cannon is a good one, because I do think in this case, like, they would have a lot more Pierce, and they would be able to rip up the path, and I think the laser cannons would do a ton of damage and shred through the balloons. So, if I replace the center Dartling with a laser cannon, or not replace, I mean, if I sell a few of the other Dartlings and then buy a laser cannon on the center one, I do think that would probably be the key to making it further for sure. Alright, man, well, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll definitely try to actually beat this with only Dartlings. I mean, it's a good challenge for sure. I think getting the laser cannon on... whoops, I let that get way too far by accident. But I think getting the laser cannon on the center one would definitely be my best bet. And in the meantime, just getting 1-0 Dartlings to kind of keep up would be really good. And I could even just like keep it on fast forward but not have the auto start on to make it a little bit easier for myself as well. Yeah, it's cool to see all you guys stopping by in the chat. I really appreciate y'all. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, how's it going, Professor? How's it going, Drishing? Hopefully I said your name right. But yeah, I got challenged to try to beat this with only Dartling Gunners. It's a very hard tile. I mean, it's not impossible, so it's not as bad, but it can be tricky in this game, so I'm going to try to play my cards right. Yeah, okay, that should be, I was going to say, that should be enough in the way of Dartling Gunner powder, oh my god. Dartling Gunner power, I could speak English, because I think the 1-0s are overall better, and then I want to kind of focus on those a little bit more, but then I'm going to want to sell a few of them and then get the laser cannon on this one probably for the Pierce. I should be able to survive here without any leaks. No, never mind. It's a lot of leaks. Dang, I messed up there. Alright, and then I should try to get the laser cannon here. Oh, alright. Yeah, definitely I should try to get the laser cannon here. Alright. gonna sell these guys up front because they're doing less. There we go. The laser cannon right there. And that should be a big improvement for sure. Now this laser cannon also has a lead popping power on it, so I don't have to worry about that. Now let's see how this does. Yeah, the laser cannon's much better against these ceramics. It has much better pierce, although still not ideal. I mean, it could definitely be better. We're gonna need some more firepower. See if we can fortify this a little bit. It's really tough. I mean, I don't really know if the Dartling Gunners can actually do this on their own. I mean, I'm sure they could if I was like a tryhard, but let's see. Alright, this is a good round for them. To put down a couple more 1-0s. I mean, with the laser it's pretty good, but as soon as a Moab comes in it's going to be all messed up. Yeah, there we go. See if we can take... Oh, okay. Actually, that was not nearly as bad as I expected, huh? Alright. Well, maybe this will actually work out. Now, I am going to run out, of course, of Dartling Gunners. Yeah, I only have 4 more. Well, let's see here. Alright. Could probably get through a few more rounds here, make some more money. Alright, let's definitely stop here. Not play our cards too hard. Because I could probably go for... Yeah, another laser cannon up there. I was gonna say, I could probably get 2 laser cannons. That should be pretty good. Help us rip through it. Now, there is going to be BFBs very soon, obviously, and I think that's where we're going to need the Hydra rocket pods. Right? I mean, shoot, let's see. Alright, we're getting close. We can almost afford the Hydra rocket pods. There we go. Get those up. That should be really helpful. Yeah, this should actually be possible, I think. Let's see here. I was running out of Dartling Gunner spam, but now I can start just upgrading them. So we might have a good chance here. Spam 1 GS, yeah, no, exactly. Spamming 1-1s is definitely the key to getting. If you're gonna do Dartling Gunner only, then yeah, that is for sure the key. But yeah, it is easy money from here for sure, yeah. Yeah, it should be free, yeah. There shouldn't be any issues now. I mean, even like the BFBs are kind of getting destroyed. The only thing that's going to be really tough is when the ZOMG comes in, because that I'm going to have to be able to deal a lot of damage against. You know, and that's the part where I'm a little bit worried, because I know for a fact it's going to be much more difficult to defeat. Because, like, yeah, the amount of damage you have to deal against the ZOMG is a different story, and that's the part where it might not be free. I mean, if I can get enough damage per second against it where I can take it out. Yeah, here we go. Wait. Let's see. Okay, it's already got the band-aid on it. Shoot, I don't know about this one, Chief. This might not be it. I thought it was going to break a lot earlier than this. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, look at that. Nice. There we go. Yes, sir. That's how you do it. But yeah, that's why I figured the ZOMG is a much different story. It's no game. You gotta be prepared for this thing. It's a pain. Yeah, exactly. The single target DPS is much worse. And it does become a pain. But, we survived the first one. Question is, can we survive the second one? Oh, well, it looks like we're okay here. Just gotta be careful. See, the thing is, when there's like multiple ZOMGs, yeah, I'm gonna need more damage for sure, like more DPS. I don't know how I'm gonna get enough DPS for the future ZOMG. That's gonna be a pain for sure. Yeah, everything else is easy, but if there's like several ZOMGs that come out, there's no way I'm gonna defeat them. Alright, yeah, here we go. We got the ZOMG with the... See, now, right now, the ZOMG is getting destroyed way quicker, I think, because of the fact that it has the BFBs behind it. So it's doing multi-target damage, potentially. Because the extra... Yeah, look at that. See how much easier that was to take out that ZOMG? The thing is, a single ZOMG is arguably harder to take out than multiple. Like, when the game sends multiple of them, I shouldn't really be too worried. Because I should be able to do multi-target damage as a response. Which will be nice. Yeah, oh shoot, okay. So we got 4 of them. Let's see if we can actually do this. Now they are getting destroyed more quickly because of that. Again, the Pierce glitch is making the explosions duplicate. Which is making them get destroyed a little bit more quickly. But 4, okay. Wait. We have a chance. We can do this, I think. Yeah, I think we got this. It shouldn't be too bad. As long as they don't get past the center path, obviously. That's the part where if they get past that, then I mean I'm done. I'm not gonna be able to catch everything. Oh no. It's happening now. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow, that's intense. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this next round, but we're going to try it. That was very close right there. So we'll see if I can have any chance here. Alright, is that it? Because we should be good then. Oh yeah, that should be fine. That should be easy. Alright, well, I was about to say, that was intense. Yeah, exactly. Multiple ZOMGs are weaker than a single one, yeah. That's the thing, like... If you're facing, at least if you have a bunch of like the Hydra rocket pods and stuff, like if you are facing a single ZOMG, as you can see there, it took a lot longer for me to defeat that one ZOMG because I wasn't having my explosions multiplied. But when you have multiple to defeat, it's a lot easier to get through them because the Pierce really affects the Hydra rocket pods a lot. What's my Venmo? Asking for yourself. I mean, I don't have one personally, but I'm glad I could complete your challenge, though, man. It was pretty cool to be able to do that for sure. I'm glad that you issued me something that would make it more interesting. It slowed down the tile progression a little bit, but you know, it was something that made me think a little bit more, and it definitely is not something I've done in a while. I mean, I when I played this game, I'm very mindlessly just grinding and stuff. So yeah, I appreciate the challenge for sure, man. But I'm probably going to let you guys go at this point. I wasn't really planning to stream super long, and I am going to be posting tomorrow for sure, so look out for that. But yeah, we've been on for almost 2 hours, which I know isn't a super long time, but yeah, I mean, I really appreciate you guys all being here. If there's any last questions you want to ask me or anything, then feel free to do so. I can probably do one more tile in the meantime while you guys, like, wrap anything up you want to ask or anything. You gotta get you a Venmo. How can you pay for my lunch tomorrow? Well, I don't expect anything, obviously, from doing a simple challenge. I mean, I do appreciate you, man. I don't really, you know, I mean, obviously, there's the whole thing set up with the YouTube channel. If somebody wanted to like buy a super chat and stuff, which is always super meaningful. But again, I don't expect anything from, especially just doing a simple challenge. I mean, it was a fun thing to do for sure. It was a fun little thing to try out. And well, not even little. It was just a fun challenge to try out because I haven't really played that way in a long time. I used to use Dartling Gunners only when I was first starting out the game. My throat's starting to sound really bad, so let me drink some water here. I should have been paying attention to the lids here. Let's see if... Imagine if the ninja can catch them. No, I can't, obviously. I guess I'll restart it and just... Because I wasn't even paying attention at all. My throat sounded like super worse there, so I was like having to drink some water real quick. But yeah, let me actually have a proper start here. Actually, that's not even a good start either. I should put the Ninja Monkey in the circle because it has a much better ability to reach a ton of the track. It should be like right here. And then the Wizard Monkey should be up there. And then I'll wait until I can get the Bloon Jitsu upgrade. I mean, I do have a PayPal account. I would have to look real quick if you're really like genuinely wanting to donate something. I can go and I have one set up for the channel. It's like a business one. It's let me try to. I mean, I don't. Again, I don't expect you to donate because I did the challenge that you asked for. I don't really expect you to do that, but I do have a PayPal setup that's actually connected to my Phenomics account. If you really genuinely want to donate, but I just want to make it clear it's not like something I was ever expecting. I was just doing your challenge for fun. But I mean, if you're really serious, man, I mean, I do have this. Because I actually pay for this website domain from Google every month so that I can have a business PayPal account, which I like connected to my YouTube channel because I used this to actually pay out some people when I did my tournament a long time ago when I hosted cash prizes as part of like the rewards for my speedrunning tournament. I thought this would be the best way to try to pay people internationally, since a lot of people couldn't get paid through other methods and stuff. But Yeah, I mean, if you're really genuinely willing to do that, I mean, I appreciate you a lot, man. Oh, so you remember the speedrun tournament? Yeah. Oh shit, that's yeah. Actually, not just lose from being an idiot. There we go. Yeah, the speedrun tournament was definitely a little while ago now. Oh wait, hold on. Let me Okay, I definitely made a little typo there. I just put a Ninja Monkey up there. Yeah, no, I definitely because I put Phenomics instead of Phenomics BTD. That was the way I just wanted to make sure that you don't end up sending it to somewhere that's not correct if you're really like trying to do that. But yeah, if you're I mean, if you really want to send it, like if you genuinely want to donate, I mean, again, I don't want you to feel like you have to do anything, but it would just be you would take that email and then you would paste it into like the recipient, I guess, on PayPal. You would go and then you would send that to the person, like you would put that into the email recipient, and then you would just put in the amount that you want to send. I think is basically it. But I really appreciate you, man. I mean, it does mean a lot to me that you're being so generous and wanting to donate. This will probably be the last tile. I mean, I do want to know if any of you guys have any questions, but I really haven't heard, obviously, much from anybody, so I figure I'll probably end the stream in a minute here, or in a little bit here, rather. Am I doing a challenge? I'm just streaming just casually, to be honest with you. I don't know what you mean by cap. If you want to reach out through Discord, I mean that's for sure a good idea. Just to make sure that before you do anything else, I mean again, it really does mean a lot to me that you want to donate. But yeah, that's definitely a smart idea. Just to make sure that everything is set up properly and that it doesn't end up going to some random thing or like getting stuck in limbo, because I think sometimes, at least with Cash App, I've had some weird experiences before. So I do know it can kind of be a bit tricky. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea for sure. But yeah, no, that would be a good idea just to reach out. Do you have like you have me on Discord, right? Or at least you're my server. I haven't been on Discord in a while, really. Do I play BTD Battles? I mean, I don't really play it, to be honest with you. It's definitely, I think, a really cool game that has a lot of it has a really high skill ceiling, I would say, like from what I've seen people certain people are insanely good at the game and able to do a lot. So I think it's really fun to watch at the highest level, but I've never really played it much beyond just kind of casually, just for fun. But yeah, if you guys just chilling, I guess I'll probably end the stream in a few minutes here. It was cool just to get to talk to you guys and everything. I mean, the plan is I want to post this video I was working on today by tomorrow. And that way we can really start to get back onto the content that you guys, want to see. I mean, I would also definitely try to upload the things that you guys suggest as well, like in the community post I made and everything. So I do want to go through that and see all the suggestions that were made and just try to maybe make a video specifically based on the challenges you guys presented and try to do other stuff around that. But I do have a specific video I want to post tomorrow as well. Yeah, well, no, for sure. The higher of an arena that you get to, the harder that BTD battles is going to get for sure. I mean, that's kind of the whole, I guess, beauty of the game, if you will. Alright, well, probably going to wrap things up now. I don't know if there's any other closing messages you guys had to share or anything, but I do just want to make that known that probably going to call it a night at this point. I'm going to have to do a stream where I open up all these knowledge packs. I got almost 500 of them. Well, I guess it's 500 total, right? 498. Yeah, so almost 500 total. But I mean, the ancient packs and the wild packs are not very many, but I could always do the contested territory, which is an easy way to get some ancient packs. I mean, I usually can get up to a pretty high level on those. And let's see the event right now. Yeah, so why not? Like, if you're holding it for long enough, you're gonna get 2 ancient packs and then another 3, so you can always do that as well. But hey, I mean, I really appreciate you guys being part of the stream and all being around. It's been a fun time, and feel free to suggest any videos you want on. I mean, if you're still here, you can suggest it in the chat now, or you can just suggest anything on the comment sections in general, obviously. But tomorrow's video is going to be a beginner's guide to BTD5, so I know for a lot of you guys that probably won't be super necessary. You've probably already played the game a lot. But I've been asked in the past from people, and just over time, like, to make a video like that, so it is something I've wanted to do for a while. And that is something that I was working on today. I plan to finish tomorrow. Well, thank you guys again. Free range, I'll definitely be in contact with you. I haven't seen the thing update yet. I do really appreciate your donation. It genuinely does mean a lot to me that you're donating $15. And I don't know if it's because I have a business PayPal set up that it just hasn't gone through yet. I was just trying to look through it. That's why I was being silent, because I just wanted to give you a shout out. But regardless, thank you so much, man. It does genuinely mean a ton to me. And I'll be in contact with you through DMs as well and everything, just to make sure. I mean, you definitely sent it to the right address and everything, but I'll just have to double check exactly how transactions work, I guess. Like, I don't know if there's somewhere I have to go to accept it maybe or something, because it's a business PayPal, but I do really appreciate you, man, so thank you for that. And I also appreciate everyone who joined the stream as well, and thank you for being part of this. So I will see you all next time, and I will also announce the next time I'm going to stream. It won't be so spontaneous.